Hey coaches, how you doing? This is Coach Curtis here. I'm getting ready to start this video. This video is going to be for getting you guys set up for Monday's practices. This is a finishing at the rim shooting focused workout. You can incorporate dribbling in between each of these sets, but I just wanted to give you guys something to work on so we can make use of these small groups. Now, these small groups will be broken up into two groups. Each of you coaches will have a group of kids, and you will work with these kids for the 90-minute workout on your side of the court. Just treat them as two different practices. See them as you need to run fit. Like I said, don't put up with any attitudes. I'll send out a text. Just make sure we're clear about, you act the same as you do when I'm here, etc., etc. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and hop into the video. It's about a 30-minute video, so just watch it. You can add any drills to this as you see fit. These are just some drills I think you should take a look at because I think they would help expand the skill set of our guards and just a lot of our other players. All right, guys, this is you'll have 6 players, but this is a four-player workout. This is one of the YouTube channels that I frequent. It's very good actually. This is all finishes at the rim, working these finishes at the rim. All right. So the first thing you're going to do is form shooting. Form shooting. You'll have 6 players. Go ahead and take 2 players per rim. Like I said, we have 6 rims in that facility. So on your side, you'll have 3 rims. So just make sure you use the rims accordingly. All right. So now we're working on elbow rips. Start them at the elbow, inside knee to the outside knee. Inside knee to the outside knee. Step in to create separation. All right. And guys, you only have 6 players, so 2 players per rim. You need to don't spend just 5 minutes on this stuff. Like, make them do this a bunch of times. Jab and go, pass fake. Okay, these are all just different types of finishes that I think majority of our players haven't figured out how to finish the ball differently. If it's not a standard right-handed layup, we have trouble. So a lot of these drills, they're small group workouts, but I think it'll help us. Okay. Yes, watch these videos a couple of times so you can get these drills down. Now, if you want to cut some of them out for time purposes and to focus on some of your own videos or some of your other drills, that's completely fine. Okay, like I said, this is why I want 2 players per goal, so we could typically work in there. Try to separate the buddies. Get the players that have a competitive distaste for each other. Don't just put the buddies out there. Okay. This is a really good drill. When we're running our motion offense, faking high and going under and behind the defense is something that, we're going to add to our motion offense. But I think this is a good drill that introduces that, so they go ahead and get it. Like I said, guys, you have 6 players. There's a lot of drills here. You don't have to use them all. Use the ones that you think you could coach and you could direct the best. And in between any of these finishing drills, have them dribble in line. Have them dribble in between sets. The more dribbling we do in between these finishing sets, the better. Working on our hesitations. Attacking a gap and scoring the basketball. Attacking the gap, scoring the basketball. Diamond scoring. This is why I set the chairs up, so we could start getting used to this. We're working on our hop step, or jump stop. Boom. But only pick the drills. Only pick the drills that you could clearly communicate and clearly read the drill and see if they're doing it correctly. If something's you're just like, I don't understand that drill too much, then don't do it. And Dan has a bunch of combs. I don't want us using chairs this week. Let's just use combs. And since we're doing double workouts like this, I think we're going to need to pick up a second pad. I'll look on eBay and see if we can pick up a second contact pad, because all we have is one right now. Okay, running back finish. I do want us to run this drill. Running back finish. It's a great way to protect the basketball. It doesn't change how we finish. It allows us, and Kai and Cameron, Easton, Wyatt, a lot of our smaller guards would benefit from picking up the running back finish, so we can protect that ball whenever we're going through bigger and more aggressive guards. Pass fake. Oh, really accentuate these pass fakes. Get them into that. Anytime we could add a pass fake to any of these drills, I want us to do that, because we're just not doing it. In practice, we are. In the games, we aren't. We haven't been, as an organization, we just haven't been. We haven't been doing the fundamentals we need to succeed. So we're gonna start doing so. This is a great one. It's a lot like that extended micing that we started doing, but it just creates more ball handling. The more dribbling we can do Monday, the better. This is interesting. It is a good transitional move, but I think if we don't coach it right and we don't communicate it right, we could develop a bad habit and get a lot of traveling calls out of that. V-cut, jab, and go, step away. Boom. V-cut, show, jab, step away, step back. V-cut, jab baseline, step back. This is great. Most guards don't know that you could do this. You seal, grab, rip, and go to work. A lot of times we don't think guards can do post moves, but that's one of the examples to where you can use a post up or a seal to get the ball. Like I said, these workouts, don't use them all. Just pick whatever drills you think you could use to your arsenal. You have 90 minutes, so be varied. Try to get in there. All right. Hesitation. I definitely want us to coach this. Our guards are so predictable. And all the things that we've been noticing as coaches and parents, let's make sure we take this time as a small group to grab these kids and let them know what we expect and help them out. This is the reason for these small group sessions, guys, is to really get them in a small group so they can start working on these fundamentals one-on-one with us and don't feel like they're in a big group setting where they feel focused on. The T-Mac pull-up is it's just an elbow pull-up. I don't know why they call it a T-Mac pull-up. Shuffle, dribble, attack, boom. Now you can do a jump shot out of this or you can do a layup out of this. This just teaches them to attack a gap, whether to shoot over a gap or drive through a gap. A lot of our guards, too, are afraid to attack. And this will also, if we get them to attack a gap and kick, attack a gap and lead somebody to the basket, this will help out. All these drills, I'm pulling out these type of drills so we can work on our motion offense. Because we don't do a very good job at attacking gaps. Oh, good step back. That's a snatch back into a hesitation. Pull back into a change of direction, hesitation, bam. This is a dribble series I definitely want us to do. And again, guys, they should get a lot of reps. It's 2 players per goal. And make sure they're using their conditioning to get through these drills as quick as possible. Make sure you're not just lollygagging around. You only have 6 kids to watch, so it shouldn't be a problem. Okay, this next one is just I would use chairs for this one. It's just big obstacles. It's working on footwork and technique, and just how to attack a gap effectively and to finish. You'll see that this video it's definitely not professional, but it's super effective if you watch how he's setting these things up. He's teaching these guys how to square up and attack gaps and finish. Rip, boom. Rip, use that inside leg for separation, then go. This is some things I've been showing the kids. I just want them to put this into practice. And when you get in the lane, you need to attack. Guy looks like Larry Johnson. Have them throw the ball to themselves when they're in front of that chair. Have them rip across the chair inside leg, and then have them switch sides. This is easy. And on this drill, if they miss, they need to finish. This is a must finish drill. Work on footwork and balance. Footwork and balance is what we're looking for. Yeah, he spelled step wrong. Come on, big man, we got to finish. Yeah, I want my players to finish. So they're attacking the middle now. And it could be player's choice. Whenever they attack the middle, they can go either way. Use these drills to your advantage, guys. It's all going to come together because we Tuesday and Wednesday we're going to start doing a lot of game plan stuff, and I'm going to release a video for that too. But a lot of these drills are just building on guard play so we can handle the ball efficiently, finish efficiently, attack a gaps efficiently, kick to the open man efficiently. Just be a better overall offense and control. Because a lot of times if we don't get something real quick, somebody flashes to the basket, or we have moments where we move the ball perfectly. We don't panic. We do what we're supposed to do. And then there's sometimes where we just panic, and want us to have an offense that keeps us up tempo, that we can run once we've tried to run a transition offensive set, pop into it real quick, get the best possible look, shoot it, rebound, and start playing defense. We have to connect. Right now, I think our defense is good, our offense is good, but I think it can be great, but we just have to marry the two and move from there. Okay. That's an elevator jump shot. Hooping, hopping. And I think next Monday we're gonna do a big man type of thing. There's some big men coming, next week, but they're gonna be big man coming Monday. But I want them to learn guard stuff. We're gonna have a big man only Monday workout next week. That's gonna work on. It's going to work on with our post moves and our rebounds and our defensive play. We're going to have Robert, the Jacksons, and people like that. Brockman. Yeah, this is using the hesitation. When you come across the help defense, hesitation to keep it going. I think this last 6 weeks is going to be good, guys. I think we split the team up. We're going to start playing them every single week. The only thing I worry about with Tuesday and Wednesday is I think the game plan coaching for you guys will be easy. I think the hardest part is whenever we put Team 1 and Team 2 together, you have to develop chemistry with players. So you have to put them on teams and have them compete against each other. But a lot of times, they get angry whenever they get beat. And that's as coaches we have to step in there and kind of regulate that. All the talked about frustrations with players, it comes from that scenario where we put team 1 versus team 2 together. They just don't think it's fair. But the reality is once they start playing high school ball, they're going to be playing against kids that are 2 and 3 years older. Last practice, actually, the younger kids gave a lot of really good effort, and they really frustrated the older kids. But at the very most, I've let go of the high school kids. I'm not doing the high school team anymore. I'm not doing that. At the very most, we'll have I think there's like 2 8th grade kids that'll be out there, versus 7th grader. So it's not that crazy. But I mean, it's just something that's the only area where it just gets frustrating. We have to be able to coach these kids and be able to, hey, you have to play above it. You got to work together as a team, because here's the reality. We've been able to compete in almost every single game. The team that's gave us the most problems is a true 5th grade team. So let's be honest. We're a 7th grade team playing in 6th grade tournaments currently. We only have 3 6th graders. So 5th grade teams to give us the most problem. It's about systems and how hard the kids work and how hard their coaches are pushing them to be better in those situations. And I just think that just because they're older doesn't mean anything. And that's where the scrimmage session where we work out our game plan, that's where you're going to have a lot of finger pointing and things like that. That's where we have coaches have to step in there and make them compete and make them run the stuff we need them to run, because there's just what we need them to do. Because once we play on Saturdays, say we get matched up with a really diesel team, I want them to stay in there, compete, and play to the end of the game. I don't want them to get down on themselves just because they view it as a mismatch. So that's the one concern above all else that I have for Tuesdays and Wednesdays. But what I will not do is I will not rec ball them. I will not make it fair for them. They have to rise above. The second team is very guard heavy. They can play a very different style. As I saw last night, my younger kids gave these 9th and 8th graders problems. They were, Wyatt was just bodying him up. Kyle was bodying him up. Cameron was bodying him up. Brotman was in there. These kids, these younger kids have it in them to be aggressive. We just need to bring that out of them every single practice, especially in these scrimmage situations. It's just something that I think we can't afford to miss, but we can't afford to let them get upset because we're asking them to compete against kids that are above their skill level. In some cases, they're not. They're on the same skill level. It's just that there's chemistry. Chemistry is important, but I will not try to make teams fair just for the sake of appeasing parents or players. They have to step up. They have to compete. Like I said, Saturday we come in and play, and we get down 8-2 or something like that, and they view it like, oh, I can't make it fair for you. I can't make it fair for you in a game, so we're not going to make it fair for them during a game. Like I said, we're going to run team 1, team 2 in scrimmage situations. We'll try our best to make that a focus for them so they don't get overwhelmed. All right, guys, this is the video. This is the video. Hopefully you got something from those drills. Just make sure you use a combination of those. I watched this video twice to kind of get whatever drills that you guys want to do. I'm just really concerned about the scrimmage portion. Just make sure you monitor that and make sure it doesn't get out of hand. And let the defense be the defense. Let the defense be as aggressive as they want to be. I want the offense to complain about how aggressive they are, because I want the practice and the scrimmage situations to be harder than the game situations. Make it hard for the offense. We're going to rep and game plan and coach and direct on, Dan, you're going to have a side. Brian, you're going to have a side. And you're going to work on, your team ones and your team twos, however I want to split it. And you're going to work together to getting these kids ready to run the offense. And then, I want the defense to go out there and play hard. Team one or team two. I don't want team one to go easy on team two, and I don't want team two to back down or go easy on team one. I want offense. I want the scrimmage session to be a struggle. I want the defense to get after them and really force them to think. Because in a game, if we're used to playing against that, I said these next 6 weeks, this is what we'll be doing. Getting these kids, I want the practices to be harder and more frustrating than the game so we can perform in the games. We just have to do a good job at managing their frustration level, because Kai is very grabby. Wyatt's very aggressive. Braden and Robert, they're big. So there's going to be some players, at the Eastons, he's not going to give you too much aggression, but I want him to get out there, and I want the defense to play chippy. I want them to play hard. Basically, when we're doing this scout defense type of thing, and we're trying to run our offense or practice our offense, I want the defense to go out there and make it as hard as possible for these kids to score, so that way they know what it feels like to run the set. Versus now, what I will ask the offense to do, once we start doing it a couple times, let's make some adjustments, because we will make adjustments in the game, but I want them to understand the building blocks first and then take advantage to whatever the defense is calling. And then also the defense, I'll have you switch between man and zones and things like that too, so we can get different looks. All right, guys, that's it. Just watch this video and add anything you can. This is Monday you're going to have 6 players on each side. Put them 2 to a goal, however you want to do it. Just make sure they get a bunch of reps, a bunch of repetition, and get in there and just 90 minutes, just work them. Be positive. Correct them. Don't over criticize them or anything. Just make sure we get good work out of this, so we can take this momentum into the Tuesday and Wednesday game plan practices, so we can really excel and do what we came to do, guys. All right. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm going to post this video later tonight. You guys have a great night.